Hey, beautiful magic. Um, I do have a post up for questions. I do want to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions that you want to get answered, this is probably a good time to do that. Um, so I only have a few questions so far, so I'm just waiting for some more questions, and then I'll do a video and answer some of those questions. I'm waiting for some of these people that is in the Hey Lady Hatter, some of these people that's in the clouds to drop down. I don't know why people come over here unless it's people that have been blocked. People that have been blocked. You can't say anything, so all you can do, yeah, sit in the skybox. But there is no way in the world I would continue to come to a channel where I'm blocked and just sit in the skybox and I can't say anything. You want to say hi, Gizmo? At least Gizmo is, where is he? There he is. Say hi, Buddha. Gizmo is here. He's here. Good evening from Scotland. Wow, what time is it? What time is it in Scotland? Because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. It's 3 o'clock. Okay, where's that little piece of hair? I wash my hair so it's drying. It's 3 o'clock here. My friend has a husband who is in the military and he is in Korea right now. So it's always interesting for me. Oh, it's 11 p.m. Wow. Okay. So you guys are 8 hours ahead of us. Can you explain who the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites? No, I don't care about them Bible people. No, that's something that I wouldn't talk about. I don't care about the people of the Bible because they have no relevance um, to us today. Supposedly, the only relevance is the children of Israel, is the Israelites. So, but I don't even. I'm not into the whole Israelite or black people, the chosen people. Are we the children of Israel? Are we the true Israelites? I don't care. I really don't because it's not going to change our position or status while we're here on Earth. So it doesn't even matter to trip off of if we're the chosen people in heaven. I could care less. I'm more concerned about what is going on here. Those people in the Bible for Americans don't exist. There are no Canaanites or Hittites or Amorites or children of Israel, or none of that even exists in modern day. So why would I? Like, why would people even, like, on an intellectual level, like, why would you even care about the wars and different people that were depicted in the Bible? That's like really putting stake on people in the what are those books that the little witches books that were really popular for a while? I can't think of the name of those. Like, why? Like, it's not real. So, I mean, and I know some people do look at the Bible as um real, or characters as real and all of that kind of stuff, but I don't. Harry Potter, that's what I was trying to say. Looking at the people in the Bible, all of those people, Jezebel, Noah, all of that kind of stuff, looking at that stuff as real is like looking at Harry Potter and thinking that those characters or those places, or being able to go to the train station and knocking on the bricks and going through to the school and all of that, to me it's like the same thing. If the Old Testament is irrelevant, then wouldn't the New Testament be irrelevant also? It's the same book. It's coming out of the same exact book. I could see if it was two different books. If one of them is irrelevant, then the other one has to be irrelevant also. I'm not saying you can't like them. You can like it. There are scriptures that I still like, but it don't make them real. And it doesn't make them powerful. Like, I was looking at a let me see if I posted this on my I posted this on my Instagram, where, and this is the first, and it's weird because I was talking about this yesterday, like, where are all the Christian people? And I know that this person does not follow me on YouTube or any form of social media, but this person posted this on her social media this morning, and I want you to guys to listen to this.
Pertains to stories like this. Hear me, Caucasian friends, when we know of Ferguson, Missouri, or Trayvon Martin, or Philando Castile, and more. These are all tragedies when a life has been lost, and a racial fracture sets this country into a societal reverse, deep into a tailspin of despair. Listen to me. If you are white, if you are Caucasian, these are not the words to speak or even think right now. Well, let's just let the justice system run its course. Well, I heard he had a criminal background. Well, he looked like a local criminal that they were suspicious of. Well, he had stopped at a house that was under construction. To all of my Caucasian friends, as it pertains to stories like...
And he goes on to say, why are people not praying? Why are you white Christians not calling on that God that you believe in to stop this injustice? Why are there people not praying in the streets? This the God, this your God. This your God. This the God you believe in. So why are you not using your God to protect black people? because you don't want to. You don't care. That's what this whole, Christianity is founded on love and caring. I mean, Jesus supposedly went to the cross to die for people that he didn't even know. That's the whole concept of the death, the crucifixion, the death and the resurrection of Christ. That he went to the cross to die for people that they hadn't even been born yet. I don't even know you, but I love you that much that I'm going to lay down my life a ugly death. It wasn't even a simple death. It was a ugly, painful, torturous death that I went through for you people because I loved you. But you were still able to hang people from trees, black people, in the 30s and 40s and 50s. And we in 2020, and y'all still killing black people. So where is Jesus? Where is he? Where is that Jesus that you beat the hell out of our ancestors to force them to worship? Where is he? And why are you not using him in this time? Yeah, it's been inadequately translated in all languages. It's been through so many translations, so many different hands, so many things have been taken from and added to the Bible that at this point you don't know what to believe. And anyway, the stuff that's in the Bible, people don't believe it because it is so many things in the Bible that we continue to do. It's things in the Bible that we're not supposed to eat. It's things in the Bible that we're not supposed to wear as men and women. The Bible clearly speaks of homosexuality as being not only a sin, but an abomination. So if we can look over things that are extremely supposed to be serious about the Bible, if we can look over those things, then what good is it? Because they're not using it anyway. The whole love component of the Bible went out the one ear and out the other when it comes to black people always. You have never loved us. The technology that we have now just shows it all. We're just seeing it. It never stopped. The technology that we have now just shows you guys everything. And I want you to see this. And I'm going to talk about this because this has happened to me. I want you to look at this video.
People feel pain the same way as white people. A 2016 study showed that 50% of medical students and residents who were studied thought that black people couldn't feel pain the same way because they had thicker skin or their nerves didn't work the same way. Where is this from? It's a holdover from the days of slavery when white people had to feel better about using slaves. Black people used to be operated on without anesthesia and were used in studies without their consent. So this was a convenient lie. To this day, black people are less likely to get the same treatment in terms of pain medication. They're more likely to wait longer in the emergency room. They're less likely to be taken seriously. It's a holdover from the days of slavery. And in my field, this plays a huge role in the Black maternal and morbidity crisis. The call to action. Doctors, nurses, anybody in the medical field, check your implicit bias. If you see somebody spreading these lies, stop them, but still stop yourself every time you're caring for somebody who has a different skin color than you and check your bias. If you are a woman of color, speak up. If this is happening to you, ask to speak to a different nurse, a different doctor, report them, speak up.
So why did someone have to be killed for someone white to speak up about this? This has been going on. People who suffer from sickle cell or more than likely not to be treated. I have seen people with sickle cell, and there is a sickle cell protocol at every hospital in America that if you have sickle cell, when you get to the hospital, you are supposed to be triaged and you are supposed to be given medication while you're waiting to be brought to the back. It never happens. I have seen people on the floor in the emergency room crying because they have been triaged and said, okay, well, go back in the waiting room and wait before you can go to the back. One time I went to the hospital because I was in a pain crisis, and they had moved me to the back, so I had got triaged. I told them that I have a sickle cell plan in place at this hospital. So they looked it up in the computer. Okay, Miss Williams, we do see your plan. So they took me to the back, pretty fast, which I was kind of surprised at because normally they don't. I get to the back, I'm seeing like three nurses. They're talking to me, asking me, what my pain level is and everything. And the hospital that I was in had like, and when you go back to the emergency room, like you're not in a room by yourself, you're in a room with other people, and it's just a curtain divider. So the white woman in the room next to me was talking to the doctor, and she was telling him that she had threw up and she thought it was because she had ate something. The doctor immediately asked her what her pain level was, what did she need any medication. It took them over an hour to bring me my pain meds, and I'm a sickle cell patient. That has happened to me so many times at different hospitals. I literally had to cuss out a Chinese doctor at Kaiser because he asked me why I was there. What the hell do you mean? Why am I here? So, yes, Black people get dogged out at these hospitals. And this white doctor is saying, oh, if this happens to you, say something. When you say something, nothing happens because these doctors support each other and they have policies in place that is extreme. Like the doctor will literally have to kill you for you to be able to sue them. You be dead, like your family, for them to be able to do something. They have so many policies in place to protect these doctors because they know that these doctors are on some bullshit. So now that all of this, stuff is going on, all of these people are speaking up, for Black people. Oh, I'm for you. Anything I can do to help you. And I'm just wondering, like, how long it is so fake to me. So fake. How long is this going to happen? Like, how long are we going to be the chosen ones? Because it ain't going to last for long. They just had to fire a FedEx employee for putting his knee on the neck of another guy. I think they were brothers. One of them worked for FedEx and the other one worked for a jail. I think he was a sheriff. So the FedEx employee got fired. The jail employee so far is only suspended. So y'all out here doing George Floyd challenges and businesses are doing like I can't breathe sales and stuff. Like some random gym had a like I can't breathe workout. Like, are y'all crazy? What's wrong with people? And I know that they were doing that before. You know what I mean? This is nothing new. Like, we shouldn't even be surprised, but I am. Desiree said, I had a neuro doctor ask if I thought my migraines were caused by my braids. Speaking of braids, did you guys see the this thing I guess is going around on Twitter where if you Google inappropriate, unprofessional hairstyles, if you Google unprofessional hairstyles, all of these black hairstyles will come up. And it's just black natural hair styles. Just natural hair. Google unprofessional hairstyles and you will get all of these beautiful black women with natural hair. So I guess my hair is unprofessional. We can't win. We cannot win because the system is set up against us. It has always been. So it's unprofessional for me to wear the hair that grows out of my head naturally. It's unprofessional. And see, this is why a lot of black women wear weaves and resort to, straight hair, because our own hair, the hair that we are born with, is considered unprofessional in the workplace. The hair that's coming out of our scalp is considered unprofessional in the workplace. And you know what's sad? I didn't get dreads until I stopped working in corporate America, because I knew that it would be considered unprofessional. When I was in school, I went to like a technical school after college. They called it back then. It was called the Skill Center. And when we had, almost finished, you go through the period where they teach you how to interview, what to wear to your interview. And part of what to wear to your interview was what to do with your hair as a black person. Straighten your hair. Make sure your hair is straight and neat. Because that makes you look more professional, more polished. So I can't just, if I have an afro, I can't just, wearing an afro is unprofessional. Like if I comb my hair and my hair goes into an afro naturally, because if I take these dreads out and my hair is short, that's what I will have, like a little fro or something, because my hair is not straight, it is curly. That would be in the workplace, that would be considered unprofessional. But these things have been going on. Yeah, I did have a relaxer. I did. I mean, you just get into that mode that is what you are expected, how you're expected to look. So yeah, I had a relaxer probably the entire time that I worked in corporate America. And when I stopped working there is when I cut my hair and started my locks. K Brick City Chick said, a pool will not let us swim if we have locks in a town next to me. I think that's awful. Why? What they think? Your hair gonna soak up all the water? Yeah, not professional is not white. Not professional is nappy. Because you know white folks have a hard time. They can't deal with nappy hair. So not professional is nappy, is an afro, is cornrows, is dreads. That's not professional. Anything nappy is not professional. But they can roll out of bed with stringy, greasy, stinky hair and bodies, and no one says anything. Or men mostly bald with strings of comb overs. I guess that's fine. Stringy, greasy hair, that's fine. And our hair would be clean. It's just, I mean, like I washed my hair today. It's frizzy. It's frizzy. I just washed it. It's not even dry yet. That's why it's down, because I'm trying to, let it get some air and dry. But it's frizzy. Like my hair around the edges is frizzy. This is one of the things when you have dreads. After a while, you're like now my dreads start back here. This part of my hair won't dread for whatever reason. I think because it's so much softer now. The older I get, the thinner, my hair is getting. Like I'm in my 50s. I don't know if I'm still going through menopause. I could be, who knows. Um and some women, after we get a certain age, our hair does start to thin. And my hair is a lot thinner than it used to be. So it's frizzy. And I have had people, say stuff to me like, oh, why won't you tighten your dreads in the front? Why should I? Why is the frizzy hair bothering you? Is the little kinks in the front and the curls, they bothering you? They what? So I'm gonna fix my hair to make you feel better? No, I'm not. Never, ever gonna do that. Now I was thinking about dyeing it because the gray was getting on my nerves, but not your nerves, because I don't care about your nerves. I don't give a damn about nobody else's nerves. It's my nerves that I care about. But when anyone white, just like when Bo Derek got cornrows, she made it. Was that in the 80s or the 70s? I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up because I want to know like what time. Because I do remember that she got cornrows. She was considered a 10, and we couldn't even wear cornrows to work. What year did Bo Derek get cornrows? Did that say Boulder?
Here's a summary from Newsweek. Derek famously wore cornrows in the 1979 film 10. In 1980, People magazine wrote Derek was responsible for making the style a cross-cultural craze.
And after being celebrated for her braids, Derek came to the defense of Kylie Jenner in 2015 when she also wore cornrows. I guess she was like, oh, it's not cultural appropriation because I did it in 1979 and they told me that I was a 10. She did it, and black women couldn't even wear cornrows to work. She made cornrows popular, honey. Braiders, but that's okay. These braiders was out here making money because they was braiding in white women's hair. I mean, and it's still like that when white women go on vacation to the islands or whatever. They want their hair braided. I've had numerous white women ask me when I was working, would I braid their hair? No, I won't. I'm not touching your hair. No, I surely won't. I won't braid your hair. I'm not even gonna touch your hair. No, sweetheart. You ain't gonna get no braids from me. I mean, here, um, we don't live too far from UC Berkeley. Well, we used to live closer to it when we lived in Oakland, but it's still not too far. And you go down near the college, they have all the little vendors usually out on the weekends, and there's always a vendor out there braiding hair, braiding the little, like, doing this, taking what is this called? It's not yarn. It's I can't think of. It's like what you use to the needlepoint kind of yarn. The ones that they use to make the friendship bracelets. So it's that type of string. So it's always people out there braiding white girls' hair like this. That's the thing. That's a huge thing here in the Bay Area. Everywhere you go, there's someone doing this. Even at like Great America, like at the amusement parks and stuff, you can get your hair braided. And it's always white girls doing it. For one, we know how to do it ourselves. I think we was born knowing how to braid. Oh, they think it's so cute. Oh my God, Becky, we're going to get our hair braided. We're going to go to the braider. You're going to get your hair braided for the summer. And then we're going to take it out because when school starts, we don't want that black stuff in our hair. That's what they do. They do that. Oh my God, we're going to be so cute. All the black guys are going to like us. They're going to see us with our hair braided and they're going to think we're so cute. Oh my God, we're going to get all the black guys because they like us anyway. Because the black girls are so ratchet and ugly. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, KK. Hey, Blessed Goddess. That's how they treat us, y'all. That is how they treat us. It's just been, I really thought that this whole situation would the energy would change, and this like would start to kind of blow over, but it's not. This is not blowing over. It's like every day something else is happening. Either some white person is doing something stupid, or some black person is saying something stupid, like Terry Crews. Somebody go over there, around there, to Terry Crews's house and slap the shit out of him and tell him, don't you post nothing else on Twitter. Don't you say nothing else. So it's like every day a white person is doing something dumb or a black person is doing something dumb. And then, what's irritating my whole soul too? Is that the dumb black people on YouTube are still fighting each other. We out here in a whole revolution, like a real race revolution. And Sean Bradley and James Caldwell and Phi Babe and Nicole Tyler and all of those dummies are still fighting each other. This the time when we supposed to be getting together and fight the white man. But y'all dummies still fighting each other. Like they didn't even take a week off to mourn George's death. They were still fighting each other. They buried George yesterday. Sean Bradley and James Caldwell on here still going at it with each other. Y'all about the dumbest people I ever seen in my whole entire life. Just stupid. I'm so Cindy. At this point, I'm just over them. Like I have been trying my best to get out of this sector of YouTube. Like I have started watching other people. I've started watching other Black content creators, like other Black family vloggers, just to, like really get my mind off of the ignorance of these people, like going back, digging up old stuff that happened. Like, why are you still fighting over something that happened in 2016? We in 2020. Like, did you get lost? Do I need to send an Uber to 2016 to bring you back here? Because there should be nobody in 2016 but memories. You should be here with us. Yeah, oh my God. I don't know how I start. You know how you just start watching somebody and you watching them for so long and it's just like you are basically watching these people self-destruct? It's like a bad car accident. Like you're on the freeway. The traffic has stopped. Well, the traffic has slowed down, but it's still moving. And you see the flashing lights of the ambulance. So you know that there is an accident up there. What are you going to do? Are you going to drive and stay focused on the road and not look at the accident? No, you're going to look. You want to see what happened. That's how these stupid people are. They suck you down a rabbit hole of ignorance. No civilization is destroyed from the outside. They need to have an insider to do the dirty work. That's you always have a mole. That's always. No, I've seen some children smarter than these people. Even kids don't want to fight every day. Kids will fight in makeup and then they're going on about their business and fight in makeup again. I remember when we were little, when I was young, we beat up this boy one time because he had came to our clubhouse. Like we had this, me and my friends had built this clubhouse and it was, me and some girls. And so we didn't want the boys in there. And so the boys, I don't know if they had beat us home from school one day and had, went in the clubhouse and basically destroyed it. Like they were stealing our snacks and, messing up stuff because we had it all nice and everything. And so we caught them while they were in there. And so some of the boys heard us coming to the door, and they got out, and one boy got left, and we beat the brakes off of him. Like the girls, we pulled his hair. We dogged him. And the crazy thing was, he would not hit us back. He just took that ass whooping. And we whooped him for the boys that got away. So he took that whole entire ass whooping and wouldn't hit us back or nothing. And we beat him up so bad that when he went home, his mama came and told our mothers that we had beat up her son. But, our mothers was like, well, he shouldn't have broke in to their stuff. He shouldn't have came. He shouldn't have been over here. He didn't live on this block. He lived like around the corner or whatever. So he shouldn't have been here. He took that ass whooping. You just got to take that L. Maybe about 6 months later, this young man came down with cancer, leukemia. We all went to the same school. We were all friends. We all went to the same school. And so, while he was having his treatments and stuff, like we, went to his house, and we was, thought we was doing a good thing. We didn't know his mama was still mad. We didn't know his mama still had an attitude. We thought we were, being nice kids. We brought him some snacks and stuff. And we had, rung the doorbell thinking that his mama was going to open the door with open arms and be like, oh my God, the kids in the neighborhood are so nice. That woman opened that door. She was like, what do y'all want? And we were like, we brought him some snacks. He can't have no snacks. And so we were so hurt because we really thought that we were doing a good job. We just sat on her porch in just disbelief that this woman didn't take our snacks, and just like now our feelings are hurt. But we didn't beat your child up. So the woman had an attitude. She really did. So we sat on the porch, for we were just sitting there, just talking and, holding the snacks, looking pitiful. So he finally came down and he looked bad. He really did. And he was kind of like, thank you, So we gave him the snacks and we went home. He did survive. He survived. So I don't know. It was just a weird lesson for all of us. And of course, after he came back to school, everybody was like super nice to him. We didn't beat him up no more. He still was invited to that clubhouse. But yeah, he didn't get, he got the cancer. He was the cancer kid. So he got ultimate protection. So, he had to get out of jail free card because he had cancer. No one ever hit him or anything, but we whooped his ass that day. For real. You should have ran like the rest of your friends because we was bad back then. You should have ran. We cornered him and whooped his ass. Okay? Like we was punching and we was pulling hair and scratching and everything. We whooped his ass. That's what you get. Don't ever come over here again. Your boys should have at least came back to see was you okay because they knew. That's why they ran. They knew. If them girls get you, they gonna wear you out. And that's what we did. We took all of our frustrations out on that boy. We beat the leukemia in. We whooped his ass. Do you hear me? He learned a valuable lesson that day. And we did too, in a way, because it was like, after everything was over, we was all sitting there like we whooped his ass and he didn't even hit us back. Then we kind of felt bad because he did. He took that ass whooping and he just limped on home. We done pulled his hair and kicked him and everything. Because I was a good hair puller back then. I was pulling hair and punching. Because, back then, girls had all kind of strength in their hands because we was playing tetherball and, we was hitting them balls and stuff. So we could hit. We was knocking the hell out of him. So he took his little old beat up behind on home. His mama came around there and knocked on all our doors. His mama was hot. And so was my mama. You shouldn't have had his little piss of tail around there messing with them girls. He don't even live on this block. He broke in their playhouse. So he got his butt whooped. He sure did. I felt so sorry for him after everything happened. But yeah, he did survive. And he didn't live in that neighborhood too long after that. He kind of he did come back to school, and then he I think moved like after it was hot as fish grease. She came, she brought him, she drugged him. You should have left him at home. You should have tended to his wounds, let him lick his wound. And then, can you imagine how embarrassing it was to go home and tell your mother that you got beat up by a bunch of girls? And we were all the same age. It wasn't like, we were 15 or 16 years old beating up an 8-year-old. Like we were all 8, 9 years old. So we were all the same age. So, she couldn't say much, but it was like a gang of us. You should have been there, dude. Or you should have ran like your friends. You couldn't run? We whooped him. So I wonder, do he remember? He have to. Because I still remember. Damn, these girls whooped my ass when I was like 9 years old. These girls tore me up. They was punching and kicking and scratching. They was pulling my hair like he had an afro. We was pulling hair and everything. That's what you get. Don't you ever come in our playhouse and steal our snacks. We tore him up. Poor baby. But we felt bad after and, tried to make it right. But I guess it was too much. We wore that little boy out. But that's what you get when you break into someone's house, you break into someone's playhouse, you expect to get your ass whooped. And we gave it to him. Girl, they was stealing the snacks and tearing down our curtains and everything. And we were like girly girls. So we had fixed it up all nice. Like my friend's mom had gave us some curtains and, we was putting stuff together. We had chairs and snacks and all kind of stuff. We had like a cooler, like her dad had, was giving us stuff out of his old van. We had all kind of stuff up in there. And them boys gonna come in here and try to steal our stuff? Nah. We tore him up. Tore him up. That's what you get. Take this ass whooping home, which tell your mama who gave it to you. Shit, his mama was a straight up but I would have been the same exact way. His mama was a serious mama bear. She was knocking on everybody's door. Anybody can get it. Not my mama though. Yeah, my kids, My kids never got beat up by no girls either, because I had them type of boys that would hit back. No matter how I tried to train, I had them newfangled kids. Them 80s babies, that's a whole new breed. No matter how you try to train them 80s babies, they still kind of like had a mind of their own. Them was some serious baby kids. So wasn't no girls gonna beat up my boys. I was worried about that. Because my kids would definitely hit you back. Then it would have been, a totally different type situation. But he didn't hit us back. You could tell his mama. But that's how, kids were in the 70s. Like, it was very rare in the 70s that a boy would hit a girl or fight a girl like he would a boy. Like, he may push a girl or pull her hair or do something, but like really fight a girl like you be seeing boys do now, they didn't do that back when I was growing up. And if they did, they would, another boy would step in and be like, "What's wrong with you? That's a girl." They didn't do that kind of stuff. Honey, he got scratched, hair pulled, and everything. He got it. He got a little bit of everything. We was giving it to we gave him the business. You know how you mad? And I think this is what has been going on with me with this whole situation. You mad at one situation and anybody can get it. That's why I don't have a whole lot of white friends to begin with. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't have a whole lot of white friends, but the white friends that I do have, I've been kind of like trying to stay away from them because you never know. Like, it's so easy to say something to me that I'm gonna take the wrong way, and before I know it, I'll be cussed you out and really don't, you know, really wouldn't care that much about our friendship because it's too much going on. So I've really been trying to stay away from white people because my fuse right now is so short. It's so short. And I don't have a plan on changing right now. This is how I feel. And I am entitled to these feelings. This is part of our problem. Black people have always had to consider the feelings of other people and suppress our feelings. And I'm not going to do that. Don't say nothing to me if you don't want me to pop off because I'm in this weird stage right now. You know, I will just go off. And I have a right to do that. I'm not suppressing my feelings. I'm not holding my tongue. I'm not walking on eggshells. I'm not doing any of those things to make white people feel comfortable with my black ass. You gonna get this work if you mess with me. That's how I feel. You can catch these hands. You 100% entitled to feel like that. You don't need to justify your actions at all. And it's I know you're new because um I don't know your handle. But it's interesting that you said that. I've told a story before where I worked in corporate America, and my supervisor basically told me that I kind of had to tone it down because, like I come off as aggressive. And I did. You do certain things when in the workplace, like you do certain things to get along with the people that you work with. But see, I'm not in that position anymore. So if my being brash or loud or aggressive intimidates you, then that's your ass, not mine. That's your problem to deal with, not mine. Because I'm a sapphire by nature, by blood. I'm loud. I'm animated. I'm aggressive by nature. This who I am. If you meet me in public, this what you gonna get. You gonna get this person. And if this is too much for you, if my dreadlocks and my loudness and my blackness intimidates you, then you need to go figure out why. Because I'm not going to change for nobody. Don't mess with me. Don't come here. You ain't coming to my house. So I ain't going to say don't come to my house. But just don't be with us. Don't mess with us. If we're too aggressive, we're too loud, we too this, we too that, we too ethnic, our hair too nappy, we too unprofessional, then leave us alone. That's how you do that. Leave us alone. But what you can do is give us them reparations. You can give us that money, okay? The money, the reparations, you can pay us that. You can pay us, you can pay the descendants of African slaves, which is us, for the pain and suffering that our ancestors went through. You can give us them reparations. That's what you can do. Then you can leave us alone. Give us that money. You want to do something for us? Give us that money. And I saw somewhere where they were talking about giving a one-time payment of $350,000 to direct descendants of slaves. I know that's not going to happen, but it sure would be nice, wouldn't it? And you don't even have to give us $350,000. You don't have to give us that. What you can give us is put us on the same pay scale that white America, put us all on the same level. Let us move, cut out redlining. Let us give us home loans so we can buy houses just like y'all. Burn up all of these projects. Put these black people in homes. That's what you can do. Because, see, that's where y'all had us messed up. You didn't want to live around us, so you put us in the projects with the rats and the roaches. That's where you put us. And then you live in the neighborhoods with the good schools, the nice shopping areas, the top schools, the new schools. Like, we moved out here, and this is about 20 minutes about 20 minutes from where we used to live, 20 minutes, 25 minutes from where we used to live. Almost every school out here is brand new. And when I say brand new, I mean new, built from the ground up. Schools out here are different. The shopping areas out here are different. The feel of this is different. Everything is different from when we lived in Oakland. The high school that I went to was extremely, it was old when I went there in the 80s. I don't remember us having like new textbooks. We only had like maybe two counselors to, help us, um, with college applications and stuff. In high school, I didn't even know what a HBCU was. I didn't even know that that existed. You know why? Because they didn't tell us. I didn't know that there were historically black colleges that we could attend. So, yeah, there's a huge divide between the educational system for black and white children, the pay grade for black and white people, especially black women. We always on the lowest end of the totem pole when it comes to pay. So that's what I wish that they would do, level that playing field. Because where we live now is, I mean, there are black people out here, like there are black people in this neighborhood, but it's more Asian and other than it is basically African American people in this area. And then the kids that, are out here go to good schools because all of the schools in this area are decent in their public schools, but they're decent schools. So if you have black kids going to poorly funded schools, how are they even supposed to compete with white kids who go to schools that are funded differently, private schools, charter schools? How can we compete? Y'all make me sick. Like, seriously. You make me sick. Yeah, all of that. And then the area that we just moved from is now being gentrified. The rent, you know, was going up so high that black people are being forced to move out. They're forced to move out of an area that they've been in their entire lives because they can't afford to live there. That's what's happening. Well, I wasn't fortunate, and this was in the 80s. Things could have been, I really think that things could have, been a lot better. I mean, I did go to college. I did graduate from college. Okay. But I just think it could have been better. Like more information. And, they could have started us out earlier learning about college. it could have been different. It's different now, I think. Kids know more. Like my granddaughter is in much better programs than I was in. Like, she is 11 and she's already in a computer coding program that is, what is it? It's some type of program that is funded for inner city kids to, learn computers and coding and all of that kind of stuff. But it's a program for inner city kids. Let's get these little black kids and these little ghetto kids. Let's throw them a bone. Where this is a after school program for her, probably in the white community, these type of things is built into their educational system. They don't have to, go through an entire day of school and then go to an after school program to get computer training. This is built into the system for other schools. And you can't say, well, just move out of that area. With what? With what? That's the kind of stuff that kills me about white people. Oh, well, black people should just do better. They should just work harder. Hell, how? Stop marrying guys that go to jail. Okay, but black men are given twice as much time in the prison system for stuff that they do, then you can go out here and kill somebody and be white and they will take you to Burger King. But let a black dude sell some weed, they will beat the brakes off of him and throw him up under the jailhouse. And then turn around and make marijuana legal. That's the world we live in. Do you know how many black men have prison charges on their records for selling marijuana, and now marijuana is legal? And they still have felony charges on their records that make it hard for them to get decent jobs, and marijuana is legal in the state of California? Don't you ever say a word to me about black people do better. I will slap fire from you. Shit, this system is not designed for us to do better. Time for us to do better. Yeah, they do, Phoenix. She said they marry and idolize their serial killers and murderers. They sure do, girl. They be in jail writing serial killers letters and wanting to marry them and everything, girl. Yeah, we barely out here paying our bills and stuff. I remember being a single parent and going to the grocery store trying to figure out how I could stretch the little money. And I had a job. But after you pay your bills, you pay childcare, you pay car insurance, and all of this kind of stuff, you at the grocery store putting back stuff. Feeding, making sure that I had a case of top ramen, because you always know when the money get low, you got that top ramen. I always kept top ramen in the closet and hot dogs in the freezer because they were cheap. I was a frugal shopper. I had to be. because I was a single parent. You was gonna work it out. You was gonna get some beans, hot dogs, whatever it took to feed them kids. So don't tell me about struggle, cause shit, I done struggled. I was telling my husband, you know, it's times when, just like today, when I got up this morning, I was just tired. But I got up and I'm making a bed and, doing this and doing that. And my husband was like, I thought you said you was tired. I said, I am. But, when I see something, I try to do it. He was like, girl, if you don't go somewhere and lay down. And then I thought about it. I was like, shit, I didn't earn this rest. When I'm tired, Lashana, lay down, girl. Go lay down. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody at 55 years old. You didn't put in your work, honey. I remember times when I did not have a car, okay? I had 2 kids. I had one in a backpack and one on my hip with a diaper bag, my work bag and everything. Hopping to that bus. So if I wake up in the morning and I'm tired and I just want to lay in the bed with my feet up, I have earned it. Plus, I have an autoimmune disease. I have to keep reminding myself that I have an autoimmune disease. Because we as Black women are so used to having to get it done. We got to do it. We got to push. We got to do. We got to get it done. A lot of other cultures, you don't understand that because you've never had to deal with that. You don't have that if I don't get it done spirit, it ain't going to get done. Because you've had somebody to help you do it. But a lot of us haven't. We've had to do it. Yeah, honey, I know about stretching the dog. And thinking about my kids and putting them first. It's not buffering here. I don't see it buffering. And it's not buffering on my phone. I'm looking, I have this going and this. And I don't see it buffering. Go out and come back in. Yeah. Yes, Cindy. I have been there too, sweetheart. You sick and you be like, oh, I can't get sick right now. I got to go to work. Because you only have so much sick leave. You can't be sick. Mothers can't be sick. Because if you're a single mother and you're sick, who gonna take care of the kids? You can't be sick. You don't have the luxury of just being sick. We don't have that luxury as Black women. Just gonna take a sick day. No, you gotta take care of them kids. You gotta go to work. If you're a single parent, you gotta get up and you gotta go to work. So I'm just, in a period right now where, I'm reflecting, I'm being honest with my feelings. I'm not going to be sugarcoating nothing to make anybody else feel good and make myself feel bad. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Now, maybe next week I'll feel better, but not right now. Yeah, that's how I used to feel. That's exactly how I used to feel, Moth Mama. You can't get sick. You cannot get sick. You don't have the luxury of just, oh, I'm gonna take a sick day. I don't feel well today. No, because you don't have that kind of money. Like you don't have that kind of money in reserve to just lay around and not do anything. So I don't know. Um this is an interesting period that we are going through right now. And I really hope that people get out and vote and change the system. I mean, I love the fact that um I love the fact that what is it? Segment said the only way. Man, I gotta look on here because these comments are moving. This is interesting. I gotta look on here. The only way you can have a white friend is you overlook their racist remarks and actions. Then that's not a friend. That's not a friend. I'm not about to overlook your racist remarks to be your friend. That's not a friend. How is that a friend? If you're racist and I know you're racist, I'm going to overlook that to be your friend? No, that's ridiculous. That's not a friend. Daycare is so expensive. Girl, I can't even imagine what how expensive daycare is now. Thank you, blessed goddess. How do you overlook that? You can't. How do you overlook it? That's not your friend. They're definitely not your friend if they're doing that. No, don't say we. Don't say we. Because I ain't got no white friends that do that. My white friends know not to. Don't even try me like that. No, don't say we. Say you. Maybe that's what you do. Never, never, ever would you do that to me. And I consider you friend. I pay $240 a week for daycare. Yeah, I don't remember paying that for two kids. Wow. But my kids were in a program. Um, I was fortunate enough to be in a daycare program when my kids were young. 240. That's crazy. 240 a week for daycare. That's the kind of stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And you want to make sure that your kids are in a decent daycare because you don't want to worry about them. Desiree said, "Who's we?" Girl, that's the same thing I said. Mm-mm. Don't throw me in no mess like that because I don't get down like that. No, not we. You. Um, you want to make sure that your kids are in a, in a decent daycare. You want them, and you pay for, you know, you don't want them to go to a daycare where they just not even talking to them. They sitting there crying and not eating. Because I've seen some crazy stuff going on at daycares, like the one where the little girl, what did they close the daycare and the baby was in the back sleep. The mama got there and the baby was locked up in the, they had to close the daycare, and the baby, oh, he a troll? Oh, get rid of him then. If he a troll, get rid of him. Um, the mama got there and the daycare was closed. They had to shut the daycare down, and the little baby was the baby was locked up in the daycare. So yeah, you don't want your child at some place like that. You want them to be somewhere where you know that they're being taken care of, and that is expensive. Yeah, yeah. You want him to be somewhere where he's, that he's being taken care of. You don't want him to be somewhere where they're not feeding him, or like I was so fortunate, like I never had to worry about my kids. Like they were in really good daycares, but it was a daycare because I had to work. I didn't have the option to stay home with my kids and take care of my kids. I've been so fortunate. None of my grandkids have had to go to daycare. You know, they've always had somebody to take care of them. One of the grandparents have always, been able to take care of the kids. They never went to daycare. When Amani was young, she was with me, either with me or her other grandma, while her mom and dad were trying to figure out things. My other grandkids, they've had their grandmothers. So we've been um, fortunate in that sense. But everyone doesn't have that. Like everyone doesn't have family close enough to them to help them, or family that even want to help them. Sometimes the family don't want to help. They have their own lives, or they're doing what they have to do. No, I ain't had no family. No, I mean, my mom did like keep them sometimes, like if they were sick or whatever and couldn't go to the daycare, she would keep them. But I didn't want that burden on my mother because my mother was older when my kids were young, and they were young and active, and I just didn't want to put all of that on her. When Amani was born, I was in my 40s. So, was I in my 40s? No, I was in my late 30s because I'm 50 and I'm 55 and she's 11. I don't know, y'all. Y'all pick, do the math. Either late 30s or early 40s. One of those. Um, yeah, probably just about to be 40. And, that's still young, you know? So I still had, I was still real active back then. My mother, I think by the time I had my kids, my mother was in her 70s, I think. And that wasn't fair. You know what I mean? I didn't want her to have to deal with a baby, or two babies or whatever. So no, she helped, but she didn't keep them full time. Yeah, I didn't get that either, Phyllis. And right now, Phyllis, we don't have the patience to be trying to figure people out. So just time them out. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, if it's one of us, then of course we're gonna try to understand each other. But if it's some random, we don't know these people. We don't owe them nothing. It's just people that's stopping in to see what's going on, and you come in and you say something crazy, then you get timed out because we don't have time to be trying to figure out what's going on in somebody's head. We don't know these people and don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care this week. Oh, let me say this too. People, gosh, I hate that I have to remind you guys of this, but I have said before, I don't want you guys following me on Facebook. My Facebook page is just for my family, my real family, and real friends. Now, I do have a Facebook business page. You are more than happy to follow me there. I'm not as active as I should be, but I am trying to get a little bit more active on my business page. You can follow me there. My Facebook is just for my family and friends, real people that know me. I post pictures of my grandkids and husband and family on my Facebook. I don't want those pictures stolen and posted on YouTube. I don't want people on my Facebook. I don't want you to be able to go back and look at pictures of me as a child and try to steal those pictures and dox me or put those pictures on YouTube. I do let people follow me on Instagram. I'm not as selective on Instagram. So normally if you say, "Hey, I follow you on YouTube," my Instagram is private. But if you say, "Hey, I follow you on YouTube," I will, accept you on Instagram. But on Facebook, I will not. I won't, because I feel like I have to have something, a way that separates me from YouTube. It's just my family, and friends that I really know, people that I went to high school with, people I went to college with, the people I go to church, I've went to church with, people that I grew up with. Those are the people that follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is not spiritual at all. I don't talk about that kind of stuff because my Facebook is my Christian friends and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't want that bleeding over into my personal Facebook. So if you have requested me on Facebook and you didn't get accepted, this is why. Instagram. Go over there. Follow me on Instagram. That's why I put that in my video. Follow me on Instagram. I'm sorry, you're not going to follow me on Facebook. It's too many mean people in this world. It just is. Because, see, the thing about Instagram is if you come out of pocket and say something about one of my grandkids on Instagram, they mama is going to come for you and I'm going to let them loose. We going to triple team you and it ain't going to be cute. So if you come over to Instagram and you comment on one of them pictures or you say something out of pocket, you gonna catch it. Because I'm telling you now, my grandkids' mamas, they with the shit. They young. They will cuss you out all the way out and not think twice about it. They them 80s babies. You know they don't care. So if you come over there, it's fair game. But like my Christian friends on Facebook, they ain't used to that Lashana. They don't know her. I Do you have to change your privacy settings? I think I did, but what it is, I'm not accepting any friend requests from people that I know are from YouTube on Facebook. I'm just not doing it. But I'm just telling people because it has been happening for some reason. People have been finding me. I guess it's from, if you go to my business page on Facebook, I guess it shows who I am. And so then people request, let me see how it looks. I think it does. No, it doesn't. It just says almost shown. So I don't know. I don't know how people are finding me, but they are. Yeah, I don't know. Because it doesn't. It just says almost shown. It don't have my real name. But people are definitely finding me. And um I'm just you know, I'm just not, if you just want to know, is your IG connected to your Facebook? Yeah. Everybody's isn't everybody's? Isn't everybody's IG connected to their Facebook? But even on my Instagram, wait, hold on. Even on my Instagram, it doesn't say my real name though. Yeah. My real name is not on my Instagram. But people are finding my real name because my Facebook is under my real name. Oh, really? Oh, Phoenix said I was going to say that you can change the settings to only friends or friends of friends can find you instead of the public. Oh, I didn't know that. So that's probably how they finding me, huh? But how are they getting my real name? Because I never say, I mean, well, I probably have. My business Insta and business Facebook are linked, but nothing else is. It tries to link my Facebook. But you don't have to connect your IG and Facebook. I don't know. Maybe it's not. How do you know if your Instagram and Facebook is connected? How do you know? You know what? I don't think mine is. Because if your Instagram and Facebook is connected, like when you post on Instagram, don't it like automatically post on Facebook? I don't think mine is connected. You are also listed on Facebook under healer. But my real name though, I have to go back over there and get the rest of the name. Your full name is on your Cash App. At least I'm assuming that's your full. That's it. That's it. And then they went and searched that and found me on Facebook. I mean, like I know that people will eventually. I know that people will eventually, find out what my real name is. Like I don't have a problem with, because you don't find out what my name is eventually. But I just want my Facebook to just remain family and friends. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not, trying to be mean. Because you can follow me on Instagram, but Facebook is just a no go for me. I changed my Cash App name and it switched to my real name. Let me see, what is it? And I think you're right. I think my Cash App does have my um real name under it. It does. It does. Oh, okay. Yeah, but under Mystic Healing Hands, it doesn't have my real name, right? Because I don't mind people following me on that Mystic Healing Hands page. That's anybody can follow me on that page. I don't mind that. It's just my real Facebook page that um I just want to keep that for my friends. My real friends in real life and my family. And I don't think, that like I talked to Moth Mama, I don't think that that's, being rude. I'm just trying to, um, that's just a way for me to like protect myself and, just kind of keep some things private. Like it's private. Yeah, I know Facebook is. And I know that Facebook and Instagram, like Facebook purchased Instagram, right? And so they are doing their best to try to integrate the two of them. Yeah, I'm just trying to, but I just want people to understand, like, okay, I'm pretty sure people are saying, well, God, I friended her. Why is she not? Yeah, I'm not. Follow me on Instagram. I mean, my Instagram is better than my Facebook anyway, because the Instagram is where if I have pictures that are related to like where I post my mojo bags and all of that kind of stuff is on Instagram. None of that stuff is on Facebook because I don't post that there unless I put it on Mystic Healing Hands. I don't put any of the spiritual stuff on my Facebook. Oh, she said, Phoenix said, oh, if you search Mystic Healing Hands and click on people, it pops up. What pops up? My real page? My real Facebook page? Let me see. What she said click on? People? Where is that at? I don't see it. I mean, clearly, if you click on this page, you're gonna know it's me. But this is not connected to um what did she say? There's a setting where you can make all your posts friends only. I think I did that. I think I did that. I think I went in. and change stuff to friends only. But I just want to let you guys know. I mean, if you did try to friend me, like, why um, I didn't accept your friend request, and I'm not going to. So, no, what I'm saying in the search results on the people tab, you come up. Oh, okay. Okay. So, I mean, they could have found me any kind of way. They could have found me like she said, like my name comes up on the Cash App. They could have got it from that. Um, I mean, it don't matter how they did it. It's just, I'm just not accepting people on my private Facebook. So I'm going to go eat. I wish y'all could see Gizmo right now. He is on his back with his legs up in the air, sleep, just living his best life. I wish I didn't have nothing to worry about. I mean, I'm not worried, but just I can only see my real name on Cash App. Yeah, I see both. I see my name and emotion. Oh, you heard me talking about you? Huh? You heard me talking about you? Come here. Come here. Come here. Boy, come here. Really? Come here. Come get her. Come get her. Come get Lammy. Come here. Come get Lammy. You better come get her. I'm gonna throw her out the window. Come get her. Come say hi. Come get Lammy. Come on. Come say hi. Come here. You are such a disobedient dog. Come on. Come on. He ain't coming, y'all. He is not coming. Gizmo is a mess. Come here. Come here. I got a treat. Want me to give you a treat? Oh, he know this is not his container. He is not coming. Not today. You ain't about to fool me. I bet you if I get up and get them pepperoni sticks, he'll come. Gizmo like, I ain't coming for no ginger chunks. You think I'm crazy. He ain't coming either. Oh, but these are so good. Y'all need to get some of these. Ginger chunks. They are the non-crystallized ones. They're not the ones that just like really taste like sugar. These things are super good. And it seems like they help with my that's what they look like. It seems like they help with my IBS too. Like dry ginger with just a little bit of, I guess it's dehydrated. I don't know what it is, y'all. Mm. Whatever it is good. It says full of authentic spicy sweetness in every bite. and with no colors or artificial flavors added like other types of ginger. So, what is the ingredients? Ginger, cane sugar, and sulfur dioxide for freshness. That's the only three ingredients. Super good. Super good. And it's made here in California. I gotta go find some more of them. I mean, he is not coming. He is laid out under the fan. I have the fan going, and the ceiling fan is going, and he is laying directly under the ceiling fan. It's warm, but you ain't that hot, bruh. Well, you gotta lay right up under the fan. He is too smart. All right, y'all. We were supposed to talk about the Geechee thing today, but I didn't get a chance to look at the videos like I wanted to last night. So I didn't want to come on and talk about it if I didn't watch the video. So I'm gonna try to watch them today. And then maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow if don't nothing else crazy happen. It just seems like every day something else is happening in the news that I end up wanting to talk about. What you looking at? What? What? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Pootie. Gizmo, come here. Come here. He looking at me like this. He ain't coming. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take him out and let him use the bathroom, and I'm gonna fix me a nice salad or smoothies or something. Yeah, I forgot to watch it. So go and watch it's a lot of videos about the Geechee culture on YouTube. So go and watch the videos so that we can talk about that tomorrow. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Be kind to other people. Be kind to yourself first. Okay? Love yourself. Be true to yourself. If you feeling bad, acknowledge the fact that you feel bad. Don't hide your feelings for nobody. If you ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.